Okay, so for a problem like number 34, the first thing we want to do is to see if in the numerator, which is the top up here, can we combine the two terms that are being added. And you can only combine like terms if the variables are the same and the exponents on the variables are the same. So what I see here is I see I have a u to the third and I have a u squared. So these are not the same, and so I'm not going to be able to combine the numerator. So that leaves me with the only thing I can do is simplify this as much as possible. So you can see how there's a big division bar right here, big fraction bar. And what that means is this entire numerator is being divided by this bottom denominator. So if I'm going to divide, each piece needs to be divided by this 3uw. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and just write that out. Right? So I'm going to write 15 u to the third times v divided by 3u times v, that plus symbol in between, 18u squared v to the third over 3uv. Now, each of these has a little 1 on here that we just don't write, right? If it's 1, we don't write it. We can use some properties of exponents to solve this. The first thing we're going to do is deal with these numbers. 15 divided by 3 is 5. There's 3 u's in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. That's going to leave me with 2 u's in the numerator. And there's 1 v in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. That's going to leave me with no v's, right? The v's cancel each other out. Okay, moving on to the second fraction, we have 18 divided by 3. That's 6. And then I have 2 u's in the numerator and I have 1 u in the denominator. That's going to leave me with a single u in the numerator. I have 3 v's in the numerator and 1 v in the denominator. That's going to leave me with 2 v's, right? And a way you can think about that is v3 minus 1, right? This 3 minus this 1. Or you can just think about it as the numerator is v times v times v. The denominator is v, right? So these v's are going to cancel, and you're left with 2 v's. And this here is our simplified answer. And again, we cannot combine these now because they have different variables, right? This is u squared, this is u, and it has a v, right? So they have to have the same variables, and those variables have to have the same degree or same exponent, right? So just a hint on B, if I have a to the 5th here and a to the 4th there, regardless of the fact that they both have a, b, c, the exponents on the variables are not the same. So they're not going to cancel. So I would start this one the same way, right? I'd group this guy, and I'd group this guy. I'd write a big minus sign in between them because they're there, and I'd write these two fractions as I showed before on the top and the bottom.